Good day and welcome back to my channel. So this is the last installment on the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force Light Armored Vehicle from Tamiya in 148. That's this guy right here. Overall, this was a fantastic little kit to put together. I really enjoyed doing it. And the engineering was fantastic, the detail is nice and sharp, and the fit was superb. So this is the second Tamiya kit I've done in a year, about that. The first one I was very displeased with. This one I liked a great deal. So the overall, my overall opinion of Tamiya is improved, but it also means I'm still going to, give them sort of the same nod that I give Zvezda, and that is I'm going to look up the kit before I buy it. But with that said, this is a good kit. I like it. It's actually very easy to do, and it was pretty simple to get a pretty good effect. Now, I will admit, this is not the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force paint scheme or pretty much the whole build for it. This is I'm going to be using this model, or this subject, for a diorama that is set in an entirely different time zone or time frame, far into the future, into like the around 3025 for one of my battle mech builds. But with that said, this was a lot of fun. I pretty much just got to play. I played with weathering, I played with rusting, I played with ground effects and all that. So that's what I got to do with this, and that's what we're going to see here. I do have the other videos in this series of the things that we've done, things I have not covered yet. I deformed the two, I deformed the bars up top, basically the idea of giving it wear. The rust and wear effects are on purpose. I want this thing to look old, used, and abused. I want it functional. I don't want to rust it out, but I do want to show that the unit that's using it isn't bothering to paint it up and keep it all nice and pristine. They're making the thing work. The grass effects, you can actually see up underneath there, especially in the rear wheel well, you can see them better, are really, really cool. And that's this stuff. I actually got this Vallejo mud and grass. Now it does come out a little matte, so it looks a little damp, which fixed when I put the pigments on. When I got the pigments on there, that dried them off a little bit. Another detail that I do point out is the mirrors. Now, I tried a chrome paint for the mirrors. It didn't really work very well, so I just went ahead and took aluminum foil. I just cut a couple small pieces of aluminum foil and glued them on. I remember when I had done the unboxing, I was questioning the way the wheels were put together, but that all seemed to work with the dust effects and so forth on the wheels. They look pretty good. So I will go ahead and put up a couple higher res pictures of this here at the end. Let's see, gotchas and getches for this kit. Honestly, there weren't any. This really went together well. If you want to go in and detail the inside, one thing I didn't like, it would have been nice to be able to open up the doors, and I thought about doing that, but the way the doors are made and so forth, it would have been a lot more digging on plastic that was a lot thicker than really would have made it worthwhile. So that's a little disappointing. So there really is no point to super detail inside it all, because you're just really not seeing much. I made a point to put some dust and dirt and grime, so forth, in where you'd kind of be able to see, looking at through the top hatch. I could also have just done the top hatch closed, and that would have just made the entire point moot. The suspension is sort of simplistic, but again, what I'm looking at and what will be seen in my diorama, it's just fine. I went through, I rusted out the exhaust, as you do, kind of like you do with a tank. But other than that, I was really, really happy with this kit. So yeah, there we go. Like I said, I will go ahead and I will put up. Oh, the other thing I did do, like I said, I did do these launchers here. Went ahead and drilled those out because they are solid. So if you care about that detail, do it before you glue them on. I did it after I glued them on, so it was having to handle this a little bit. But otherwise, it was really not that difficult, but it adds. I think that adds. So again, yeah, with this I did the color modulation using oils, then I did the oil pin wash, and then the oil rusting and shading, which got me a lot of the base colors. Then I went back with and I intentionally did hairspray chipping, and you can kind of see that there is depth to the chips on the paint, which is what I was going for. I wanted that. I almost think that might have been a little harsh for something of this scale, and maybe painted chips would have been better. But I liked the texture that I got. It gave a place for the pigment to sort of bite when it came to giving a look for the rusted and worn spaces. So in the end, I preferred, I think. So with that said, there we go. Yeah, something just fallen off there. So with that said, I will go ahead. Like I said, I'll put up a couple of pictures, higher res pictures here at the end to show off what this is. And again, yes, I highly recommend this kit. It's a really nice one. Gives you a really nice product and a lot of fun to play with. So until next time, hope you enjoyed and happy modeling.